Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United.
Remember the comment he made?
I got some bars to these.
Run Ryan.
And everything, you have players out there.
I think the fellas will take it more serious.
What grade?
That one.
Yes, because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
Welcome fellas. Welcome everyone and welcome back to All In, All United. Phil, Chef.
You got the raw. You got the two worst people tonight to be on this podcast. You got the two worst people tonight to be on this podcast. Reem, you got.
I think Kristen's supposed to jump in as well. So let me see how that will fare, right? With you two and Kristen, you know. But guys,
How you got three defenders in the back line and still concede 4 goals? Talk to me. You got 3 defenders and you got 2 wing backs, which means you got 5 guys looking to defend and you still concede 4 goals. 4 goals.
How you looking to score goals and the substitution is a defender?
I don't care what nobody says. Brian Mbeumo has been shit for the last 4 to 5 games. He has been shit for the last 4 to 5 games. Let's not cover it up. Player of this season about a month ago.
I don't want to start off so, but right now, do you think?
No. I feel Phil. I feel you, Chef. I feel plenty of the fan base. I'm part and parcel of this. You know, the thing about it is I didn't watch the game real live because my son had a game today. You know, so I don't know. I mean, you know, looking at Phil's reaction, accounting that as a blessing.
Lucky you.
You know, but earlier we know that this Manchester United is a team that could, you know, dazzle you and then disappoint you all at the same time. You understand?
I don't know what to say now. Because for first half alone, we should have had at least 4 goals. At least. Because the game was so open and free-flowing. The football was near-liner. And Phil could correct me if I'm wrong, but for once it really wasn't a snooze fest. The start of the game, like the switch went off. We crushing, we looking to put Bournemouth under pressure, right? We just wasn't putting away chances. Good God, Mbeumo get some chances.
We F around and we found out. Okay?
Yeah.
We had so many poor decisions today. And we, in the first half, as Chef said, we look really good. This is one of the best first half I've seen from Manchester United. Aiden Heaven was looking good. Shaw was looking good. Mason Mount was playing like a man possessed.
Yeah, Mount was having a game.
You know when a first half is really good when the worst player on the pitch was Mbeumo, right? Because he has been the best player this season thus far, right? It was, as I mentioned, we effed around and we found out. But that's not the worst part. We go 2-1 up before the half is over, and the fans are clapping off the players. You know these criminals decide to concede within 3 minutes of the half. Criminals, boy. Criminals.
Well, Phil, I want to get to that too. All right, Kristen, welcome on the inside, buddy. I want to get to all that as well because for me, we deal with professionals, and yes, I know that them fellas and them, you know, they're not taking the chances on one end. But I will continue to ask. I will continually ask: is the way how the team's setting up helping the players, or is it, you know, it have them in a place where, you know, when you see certain things happening so easy in terms of how we concede, then you had to question at some point. Sometimes you had to question, the structure around how the players are instructed to play, right? But let me just quote some very damning, statistics here, right? This Manchester United team under Amorim, we only have one clean sheet this season, and we have had 8 clean sheets in 59 games, right? And fellas, that's a serious issue. Right, and I mean honest with you, if it wasn't for that double save from Lamens at the end, all the way talking about a loss, you understand? You see that David De Gea-esque save with his foot? That was massive, right? And I do understand.
But we also throw away some real easy chances too, eh?
That's not my question. Let me just say this part on our brain, right? Because I just watching because again, I didn't see the game real time. I watched some extended highlights. And I am so, I don't know, beyond amazed how easily Bournemouth were able to just play through our back three. It was crazy and getting these shots off and scoring. This thing is crazy earlier. And this Bournemouth team earlier, right? We played at home in their last 6 games, lost 4 games and draw 2. And we were leading 3 times on them, and we still didn't win. What is going on? Anyway, Phil, you get your little say. We go continue just now. Chef, get your little say. Person, let me hear you. Go through.
I think we need Maguire or Dillard back because it was a 1 through ball, and we get a goal in it. It happened like 3 times. It's one through ball, and then it beat the defense and then I find Heaven then had a good game.
But we was conceding when the time Maguire was there.
No, but what I'm saying, the goals that we conceded today was 1 pass through the pass.
But we've been getting those same kind of goals with Delit and Maguire. What?
This is the only game Bar City we concede.
Lamar said something before Lamar said something with that shit you want to talk this hour the night. How long this defense we have here, right? How long them is starting together? Heaven, Euro, and Shaw. And some other.
This is like the 3rd game they're starting together.
This is the 3rd game they're starting together. Reem, what is the stats you now quote about us? How much clean sheets have we had for this season?
1.
Right. So before them 3 games, there was the consistent defenders was Shaw, Maguire, Delit. We have been conceding the same kind of goals underneath them. It makes today I made the point to the MUFC members that no matter how or who you put in the back there, what combination, is the same set of shit goals we get. I'm not even gonna try to defend or attack them defenders because you know what? It's the same shit different day. It is no different, dog. You can't say that because we concede no matter. And this was why we made the point to start with. Something is very concerning because you trying to tell me no matter what type of 3 defenders we put there, we still conceding those goals. Come now, man.
If you look at the type of goals we concede, Chef, last at our game against West Ham was a corner we concede from. As goals gave away winning 1-0, and I talk about today, it was the same pass. And when we score the first goal, right? No, before we score, it had a time them just counter attack. And this guy he crossing a ball and Shaw blocked the pass. And when you look beyond Shaw, it had 3 Bournemouth players across the goal and Heaven and Euro. I didn't even know what them was. There was marking on it properly.
So, Chef, what Christian trying to say is that just only focusing on today's game.
Exactly.
The 2 passes that were made in the middle.
It's a middle pass on the Chef. It was
the same pass, right? But Christian, Chef is still right though when it comes to these type of goals.
No. I am saying we defense good enough, but I just saying the goals we concede today, I don't think we was considering goals with the left.
It's almost the fellas and learn from like the first goal to concede, right? And it almost is it's almost down to the midfield, right?
It is. Thank you.
It's almost down to the midfield.
The midfielder don't track back at all. The
Let me go.
midfielder is just one man. Basically, had to protect. He had to protect the whole man. Had to protect all the defense as well as try to transfer the ball up to an attack. Done.
Boy, Reem, and when a man, Ren can't fool me no more, boy. He could fool winner, but he can't fool me. Remember the screenshot I sent you, Reem, today, where the man said Kobe Manu plays Bruno's position? Why you ain't take off Bruno today? Why you ain't take off Bruno today? Why you take off Casemiro?
No, but Casemiro's on a yellow too. He could not.
But Casemiro missing that game, so it don't matter.
Yeah, but you don't get red.
Nah,
That tackle Casemiro make was a crucial tackle, you know.
and that was the ball being given away by Bruno again today.
Yeah. No, but I said if he didn't make that tackle, that was good. And they score from the free kick anyhow, but he was on a yellow. If he didn't continue, he might have enough.
Boy, Ruben Amorim, you can't fool me anymore, boy. This is actually a worse season than Ten Hag's second season. This is a worse season. Amorim can't fool us anymore. My question at the beginning of the podcast: how you got 3 defenders and still conceding 4 goals, my guy?
Now, I just want to talk about this point that Christian was making. Now, what I noticed over time was that the strengths of Maguire and their strengths is more the aerial duels. So when you're going up against a team that have strong set pieces, they're strong with set pieces, you tend to want to have the Lids and the Maguires there, especially if you're sitting low. Because those fellas, if you're playing a higher line, those are not the defenders that you would prefer to have because of pace and the threat on the transition, right? Now, watching this team, I mean, Brentford not really known for that kind of aerial threat. So if you have a team with quick defenders, with quick attackers, you would prefer your defenders be quicker. So if we had to go man to man, the pace wouldn't be really an issue. So I looking at this back line, I see in Shaw, I see in Heaven, and I see in Euro. Them fellas quick. So the whole fact that I would want to challenge Christian that those type of goals that
no, but Reem, at
this
point
point
in the game, it was 4 in the back, how it was looking.
No, I understand.
Right back. It was
I understand.
Shaw and Hebon.
All right, but just hear the point I'm making, right? I would really want to believe, guys, that even if Maguire and the Lit were here, these kind of goals we could have still conceded, because those fellas are more susceptible to those kind of threats, true balls, 1v1 pacey attackers.
No, but what I'm saying is the thing with Maguire and Dillit, they have better positional sense. What that goal last scored in the second half in the first 30 seconds. Heaven and Euro, you watch out their position and where the Bournemouth player get that ball and score that goal. The man was free and the ball has come to him and he just turn and shoot. Maguire and don't give Dillit for one, there's rushman. Sometimes he just do it stupid, but he does be close to him and he's rushman. I am telling you, that man pick up that ball and just turn and shoot, because Euro and Heaven was here and the man in the middle and he just got straight past through and just turn and shoot.
I guess we gotta see when Dillit and Maguire come back, right? Because I in my opinion, these guys are still susceptible to all these kind of goals, and I am asking the question: is it that this system, these fellas and them, it's not helping them? Because Phil made the point that I don't think there's much noise as it should. Where the extra midfielder that we need in our team to assist such an inexperienced backline, right? Because you're asking Casemiro to soldier the entire area, but he's still pushing up to assist with the press. And then there's so much space in behind, and then you have an inexperienced backline. I don't know. let me just get some comments here, guys. Right? Jerome on the inside, good night to you. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying Mbumo look tired, space jam, can't control, pass, protect the ball. I would say the last 3 games. All right. He's also saying here, we're still spazzing and conceding not due to any system, but due to the usual individual errors. That first goal, Sean Mount. Second goal, Bruno going AWOL in center midfield.
Yeah.
Third goal, terrible wall. Why Cunha and Bruno? All right. Jerome saying here, it sounds like a joke, but I'm wondering if someone kidnapping Mbumo family in Cameroon, man, playing like his mind. So, yeah, that is. Listen, them fellas and them, let me be real, them fellas and them want to play AFCON, and I don't know, boy. That thing like it's on the mind where I don't know, boy.
And I want to add to that point that we talking about Mbeumo. Ahmad show flashes, but then Ahmad decision making is real shit to it.
But Chef, only him? I think that whole attack decision.
No, Kristen. No, Kristen. No. You got called them out one by one. Let me start with Ahmad. Ahmad's decision making in the last couple of games has been atrocious. It has been very, very bad.
You know, we talking about we go real miss them fellas because they're going AFCON, but then
I know the opportunity.
But no. When you consider who we remain with, we will definitely.
That's the only reason why we. That's the only reason why I don't know.
But as
that's the only reason why because we don't have capable players to really replace them.
But here I was saying, right? I agree that Mbeumo has been poor for quite some time. Cunha as well. We can't leave Cunha out of this, right? But in as much as bad as them fellas are, them fellas still key to this team, but you can't drop them men. So they will be big misses when they're not here. I'm telling you. I don't see the kind of fluidity that you know I would have seen through some of the chances that we created. That comes down to the quality of Cunha, Mbeumo, and Ahmad, right? And you don't have them fellas there. You have to find a different way to play. And you telling me you're gonna just ups and play differently come next week?
Well, we're gonna get exposed. No, like these men going to AFCON ring. We're gonna get exposed.
No, we're gonna get exposed. What going to happen? We're gonna concede, and we won't be able to score back because we don't have the quality. That's what's going to happen. We're going to concede the same way and not score.
I don't want to call it early, right? And I know he's now coming off an injury, but I got to ask some questions about Benjamin Sesko, okay? Got to ask some questions, okay? I'm not giving up on him as yet, but he does not make me want to get out of my chair. Let's put it that way.
I don't find his little cameo today was that terrible.
I find he came on and played good. I find he came on and played
good. He played decent, right? But even before the injury, right, I had to ask questions, right? But don't get me wrong, I still want Benjamin Sesko to do really well at Manchester United, right? But we're gonna see how these next couple of games versus Villa and Newcastle play along, right? We can see.
The little cameo he had today, he assisted for one of the goals. He showed plenty.
He got assist. He got assist. That was assist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cunha.
Well, it deflected off of the Bournemouth player and Cunha ran onto it, right? So
but it already deflected. It hit the Bournemouth player and then it fell into Cunha. And Cunha just take it and.
Oh, okay, that looked more like an interception. But go ahead, Chef. Make a point. Sorry.
Yeah. So he had some other opportunities where he was running, and I guess as a young player, your thirstiness to score to. With a little more thinking, he had runners on the both wings, especially on the right-hand side. He could have played the ball in and then run off. And there was things he had to learn. Men had to understand that the Prem is about movement, and that's what Haaland kill men with. For all the things Haaland have. Haaland don't have no opportunity, don't have no problem with laying off a ball and getting into position to score. He ain't trying. Haaland is not the type trying to get a ball with 40 yards out and try to run through no defense. He ain't doing that. He looking up, looking for runners, and he runners and them know he going to be in that box to put. And that is what Sesko had to realize. This is not the Germany. The Germany, he'd have a little more room to run at men and things. Them fellas closing your down. And it's not just one defender you had to go through. You had to go through. It had times today, in his little cameo, he wanted to try and go through 3 men like a battling ram. When you could have passed off the ball and run on. So, I still honestly think the youth are a little thing in them, man.
Yeah. Let me just get through the remaining comments here and we'll continue, guys. Jerome's not the only person in the comment section, but thanks for that. Thanks for that, dog. Yeah, anyway, so he's saying formation should not matter. Players using it as an excuse. Effort is the problem. We had plenty in the first 25 minutes. Go ahead.
This is my point, right? We had enough chances in that first half to be leading that game 4+ goals. And I just tell you, because it happened against Wolves and all. When you're missing like that, you give teams the chance to come at your back. And that was if you kill off a team, that team ain't coming back. We just give. When Bournemouth scored that goal, I was like, but this is Wolves all over again.
We just give teams too much hope.
No, but I think I've been honest with you fellas, right? It is clear to me that even after a year and change, and you all could say how much they won last year's X, Y, and Z. But I'm telling you, this manager and this system with this group of players, something not meshing. So we could score 10 goals, Christian, and I guarantee you we will concede 9, if not 11.
Yeah, you never just feel like you're safe.
So scoring 4 goals in the first half, that don't fill me with no kind of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't score 4 goals at home, Old Trafford, and concede 4 man and almost concede 5 or 6. So the thing about it is, yes, we could take with chances. I fully agree with you on that. But you know the way how with some football clubs, once you know you score 2 goals or 3 goals without a response, you don't demoralize the opposition, and they're just looking for damage control. That I don't think that does apply to Man United.
That would happen. No, I am telling you, if we score them goals,
we was leading 3-0 versus Brighton, bro.
No, but
Dad,
listen,
there's absolutely nothing about this current team. I just feel safe until the 90 minutes, and it will still blow. We could be leading 10-0 with 10 minutes to go, and I still uncomfortable.
We find a way to concede 11 goals. That was saying.
I'm telling you, nothing about. But I do agree. Agree. We need to kill off teams.
No, but the point I'm making, right? At 1-0, right? That team's still in the game, man. That team's still in the game. I am telling you, Bournemouth in that first 30 minutes, Bournemouth was crumbling. That player get injured, and that keeper was making errors and things. There was, and then they started to get 1 or 2 chances, and that's how they built the confidence. And at that point, they literally went better than us, and then they came and equalized. And that is because
where is the leadership in this team to say, okay, we're leading,
that's the problem.
Not once, not twice. Let me take it easy now, guys. We're leading. Take it easy. You score. You understand how hot my head was at work, boy. You know,
I had to see, Christian. I've been honest with you, right? And I don't mean to be a pessimist, but I understand football. You kill off a team, and it's supposed to be smooth sailing. That's what we're hoping. I mean,
that's the general rule.
Yeah,
but with this team,
and the truth is, you know, we don't kill off teams.
No, we don't.
At the same time, I am not confident that this team could take a lead, a comfortable lead,
and safely win,
and hold on to that and see out a game. I cannot.
Agreed with you 1,000%.
But this is not me disagreeing with the point that you're making, Christian, in terms of, you know, having the chances and taking it and what it could do for the team. But I have seen again against Bournemouth, Brighton, where we were leading 3-0, and that game ended up nervy 4-2.
Yeah. Right?
No, but remember, that game is after he made subs, and he made some horrible subs. And then when they score, it was 3-2. I'll say when them score again, we that team when we get conceded, we just shut down too. No? That's what I'm saying. We cannot be 1-0 and think we're gonna win that game and thing. And the thing is, the point I was trying to make, we just produce enough chances to feel comfortable now, boy. And then I watched Ahmad break away. And he could have just slide in and when he cut in. When he cut in, then he passed the ball behind
Thank you.
Behind him. Yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I messaged you today about Reem. Why Ahmad free on goal and decide to cut in. If you cut in, you're giving the opposition time to get back. Drive at the friggin' goal and use your right foot.
That's
I
right.
seen ball drop to Mbemo. The man clinical, he blast. The man missed the goal.
Yeah,
about
I
three
saw that
times
as well,
over the
too.
goal line.
I watched some. It had a play today though. Cunha is a battling around. Remember, bro, you see 3 men closing you down. Just lay off the ball. That man tried to pelt a shot while through the 3 men. I'm like, dog, well, it can't be this senseless, boy.
Look, Cunha was well frustrated. At that time, to Cunha get the ball in acres of space. And he could have chucked it into the box and hit a shot. He hit it the right way he is. I mean, the keeper make a good save.
Cunha needed that goal. Cunha needed that goal today, boy. Oh, God.
But honestly, point of view was losing 3-2. Cunha have the ball, right? It have about 3 men in the box, and Cunha just hit a wild shot, and the shot rolled to the keeper, and the keeper pick it up by. Them things frustrate me.
That time the fouls that get called today wasn't fouls because that wasn't a handball for the Bruno free kick, but the other handballs that was in the penalty box now was not.
But what about that hand around Dalo neck?
You see that shit? That is a red card. And that show me just how when you shit in the league, things really don't go your way.
Yeah, exactly.
Things don't go your way. Because if the how much red card we see Casemiro get for that same thing?
If it was Casemiro, he was surely getting sent off.
But they show you back.
But how much games you see from the time you put your hand on a man's neck? That's a red card one time.
If I'm honest with you, I see other games where men do it and men get away, but I just feel as though because it's Man United, they take pride.
No, but I
Is
red card.
how much games? I watch and see.
I think I said about 2 games when men do that and man again nothing. I see it's a games in the Prem that happen and nothing happen. But I just saying, but I just saying, Christian, if that was a Man United player, definitely send off. Then definitely.
But they show anyone where Casemiro get Casemiro hand was on the man shoulder kind of way. So this man was around the man neck.
Let me just go through the rest quick, guys. Jerome, we want to include Jerome. Jerome is part of the panel, seeing that he's the one in the comment section, right? And stats only matter for this season, right? He's saying last season is history. We should have won this first 25 minutes 3-0. Also, Semenyo should have gotten a red. All right. Bournemouth played through us because we have no midfield. Bruno will never be a centre mid. Casemiro on a yellow was trouble. All right. Today we play 4-3-3. I guess you meant to say. What we
at times the formation was switched up today.
Right. Yeah. He said individual mistakes as usual. Formation have nothing to do with this. Right. Yeah. Yes, correct. It says 4-3-3. We conceded because the center midfield doesn't protect the center backs. Every time we get attacked, Bournemouth had 2 center mids in front of their box. We had when it was our turn, Bruno behind every time. Cass just about there to foul.
Dan, we need to come to the decision, Dan. And Bruno don't get me, and I don't ever want to say I'm putting it on him alone, because he could only play with the manager tell him. But Bruno is not a number 8. Bruno is a number 10. And trying to pigeonhole him, we need if we want to insist on having Bruno Fernandes in Manchester United team, club, wherever, though. It can't be one midfield behind one midfielder. We had to play a 3-man midfield. Sorry, Amarin. I don't know what else to tell Amarin again about that though. It's just not working. Dan, it's not working. And you could bring Baliva, you could bring the best Rodri, you could put the best center midfielders in the world to play by themselves. We will get open up. Because they need a partnership. Midfield is about partnerships, and there's absolutely nobody could convince me the reason why we just get open up there is because Casemiro is an old man. It's a lot more than that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's saying here it is down to the midfield. Only Cass does anything, right? And Cass was on a yellow. Bruno wasn't. All right. We 5th, 6th. How is this worse? This is our worst season, right? Because the league in itself,
It did for the taking.
yeah, I think it's different in terms of how the games play. In terms of it have nobody running away with anything.
Yeah, the games are a lot more competitive this year. Nobody in really take it upon themselves, as you rightfully just say, and run away with the league. The games competitive. Last place still given mid-table and top teams, unless it's Wolves.
Yeah.
No, but let me just say this, my rant with Heaven, right? And if I watch that game, it had a point when we no score. Heaven had the ball in centre back, right? Casemiro, they under pressure because it have 2 men behind him. I had men wide, and he put that ball for Casemiro. Casemiro collect the ball, turn, and the men take it, and them could have scores. I think Shaw make the block. And that first goal, Shaw give away that ball, right? But playing football, if you give the ball to the left back, you should pull wider or deeper so you cover it, right? When Shaw give away that ball, Heaven was higher than Shaw. So man, you get that ball open and just run in that goal and shoot and score. I am telling you, he was very poor today.
Who? Heaven.
Heaven.
All right. We're not taking advantage of chances to move up to, but we are 6th most goals scored. What position were we in Ten Hag's second season at Christmas? Men being unrealistic. All right. Problem with our centre back was inexperience, and I think this is what Christian alluded to, right?
No, I am telling you, Doug, Delit doesn't be so suspect in the back. He doesn't.
When
we concede.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when we concede with Delit and him, it's because we win in 1-0 and then, and it's from a corner, or we concede late in the end. But how we concede today it was horrible. Like, it was like too easy, but like you're playing FIFA and you just hit that through pass. Because Bournemouth 2 chances with a ball straight through the middle again, Brooks collect that ball there and shoot. I don't know how that fella saved that chance.
That's the header.
The last one.
One.
Then the last one. After that ball has come in, Brooks get that ball, and he pushed it forward, and he had finesse good because the keeper could have saved it, but that was goal. And it was a ball straight to the center. It wasn't like them and knock around. I think I just hit the ball, the man open.
Kristen's right. We need a mix. We go for too much. We go from too much slow centre backs to too much young ones. We need one of the lit 2 young guys to be marshaled. It have no system. It was 4 at the back.
Yeah, we was playing at with 40 back. You was playing kind of right back, and Ahmad was playing higher up the pitch.
Okay.
Dalo was playing higher up too. That's how Dalo had he had an alright game.
Ask Ineos where the centre mid is. We bid for Bilibard. They didn't buy anyone and stuck with Bruno. All right. Yeah, boy. Jeremy, you alone in the comment section. Amada's decision making was bad last 2 games, but it was better this one, right? Sesko looking workhorse. Unfortunately, he needs to stay in the box, and we need to send in crosses. He doesn't have pace to dribble in the PL. He can't get away from defenders.
The Markstrom, that something. The way our midfield play is, you think it built for a man who plays centre forward to stay in the box? That's my question.
Yeah,
because to me, it's not.
Yeah, it's only for teams sitting deep. Then we can have a player useful.
It's not that way. It's not.
This game was too open for Sesko to just be in the box without being offside and way offside. Jody on the inside last night to you, man. He said, "I go on there, or let us be tuned." I'm trying. I'm Jody.
Jody joking tonight, man. Jody joking, man.
Yeah, and Jerome said he did help, right? Simeon on the inside. Simeon say he predicted a 3-0 loss. We lucky night, fellas. Yeah, man. We always concede because we have no centre midfielder with brains. Bruno does not know how to control a game. You saw that volley, and he tried at 4-3.
Yep, saw that.
All right, we almost finished with the comments, guys. Right? If we get an actual sentiment, you will see the difference, and it's not Kobe. The lack of leaders on the pitch and composure from our senior players is what our problem is, especially in centre midfield.
And I hear you with that, Jerome, but I still believe playing one centre midfielder by himself with them type of players.
Now, I think Bruno is more on Bruno because Bruno tends to attack plenty. You know, he leave Casemiro. If you have two players who are just with a partnership, the midfield wouldn't be as basically shoehorning Bruno because Bruno is the best player on the team, and he trying to get him to 15. But if you have somebody who holds position, I think better, we would look better. As I say, we creating real chances, you know. The chances there, just we not scoring, and then we concede it very, very easy.
Yeah. Simeon saying here's the way Bournemouth make an adjustment first half, and we ain't really recover yet. Then men start to play moving the ball. All right. Jody, bro, this is the last time I ever tune in. All right, Jody. All right. Calm.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Jerome saying here, they started to simply run off our centre mids because Bruno doesn't track. Put one more in the centre mid. Cunha and Bruno also like to shoot from 30 yards. They lack composure. Right? We have Eric on the inside. Thanks for joining, man. He said if we had Onana in goal today, we lost that game for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. I heard Amorim said it was a fun game. This manager is a criminal. I think he said it in the context that it was entertaining.
No, but if you look at plenty of the social media, and everybody was happy with the way we played today because we went all. I am telling, this is not my opinion.
When you say everybody, what do you mean? The neutral
or like people who comment, like pundits and things.
Those are neutrals. Those are neutrals. So it's an entertaining game, Kristen. I can't take that.
This is not my opinion. I think it was we dropped points and we were shit because we just the kill of that game. Yeah. But this is what people are saying, like this United side, they're fighting and they want to score. And Amorim, he actually makes the correct substitution and stuff like that now. And they said the goal was there and that was the from the pundits and thing. Okay. But I find it was horrible.
Why Kobe link-up play looks so good?
I want to come to Kobe, right? Just hold that thought, Phil, right? I just want to get through the comments real quick. So, Jerome said here, Ineos' fault. Spend the 70 on a proper CM Baleba isn't the only player wrong, right? He said it was fun for others watching, but frustrating for him, right? 6 clean sheets from 43 games, right? And he's saying, Amorim out, free Kobe. Right, he's on literally inside. Good night, man. Thanks for joining me. Yes, long time. Blessings and love, man. I think the wing backs can send in crosses, but they don't. They try to make cutbacks only. Last game we scored from beautiful crosses. Right. As on
that point about them wing backs. Amorim's system is supposed to have very attack-minded wing-backs. Wing-backs supposed to be able to not only just overlap, but they're able to run into these spaces. And our wing-backs don't do that at all.
Well, it's the profiles.
And I watch Bournemouth wing-backs today keep on making them runs and receiving the ball with good scoring opportunities, and I say to myself, let me see what kind of wing backs you want.
I have a take, Chef, and I feel with how Ahmad gone and with how Sesko come back, we're going to see a lot more Dalo, and we're going to see a lot more Dogu, and those are more natural. No, what I say in the sense that I think it might be better suited for Sesko because he'll get the natural right foot coming in and the natural left foot coming in, provided that them fellas could do what is required.
And that's provided he ain't going to play Dalo at left back.
Reem, how you got so much faith in Dorgu?
What Dorgu could do sometimes, is putting a good cross with the left, right?
No, but Dogo
But
didn't
this
come
is-
out there and play bad though. He
but
put
the-
across some ball and then
No, but we keep saying that Sesko.
We didn't let off. We didn't drop fuck with the substitutions today. Today was
No,
our
what I'm
best.
saying, right, is we always say that Sesko thrive with those direct balls coming in rather than the cut back in swingers now. So I am hoping that part of whatever Amram thinking with the use of Dalo and Dogu, because he's not gonna play Shaw already. I'm telling you, unless he was Shaw to be out for the rest of the season.
No, but Shaw was playing kind of left back in the end. No, Shaw was down the line and Shaw put in some good run. He makes some good run.
Right. So I think that in that regard, Kristen, I think it could benefit Sesko. That's what I'm thinking, right?
No, but as I say, my point again is with them fellas in the back. It had a next opportunity because I remember it had a time that ball coming across the box. Euro and Heaven fighting up with each other, right? Ahmad was on their winger, and Ahmad, I think it's Tavernier, make a dart and run inside and put that ball and Lamen save it. That was the first save Lamen make of the game. I mean, he put it straight at it, but what I'm saying, them fellas, the position was not good.
But that play you talking about though, you can't blame the centre backs for that because remember Tavernier started running from outside of the box. It's a midfielder is supposed to pick up Tavernier, not the centre backs. That's that play what you talking about. He literally run from outside of the box straight through to the centre. And listen, it was a great blaming the defenders for that. You can't blame them.
No,
that midfielder supposed to pick up that run.
No, you're right, Chef. What I say is when you look back at that play, right? They could have seen that man making a run.
No way they could have seen that man making the run.
No, but Chef, there wasn't marking. No, but they had nobody on.
No.
Because Bruno had the ball first. Because Bruno
That's
had
right.
the ball first.
That's right. They could not have seen him.
And Ahmad see the run and he rushed the man. But
it was not. Understand that man. Understand something, Kristen. That man made that run from outside of the box. These two centre backs inside the box in that area is a midfielder is supposed to be picking up that man run because their back is to him. They can't see him singing.
But if you look back at that, you will see how funny it looks because Heaven and Euro went up for the ball and they clashed with one another.
I didn't find it funny at all because I find where my midfield is, my midfield supposed to be picking up that run.
And the last goal we conceded, it was
and Tavernier doesn't get me so mad. I hate his stupid celebration. I just want to slap him.
But the last goal we conceded was a throw close to the half line on the left hand side. That ball through. Cunha tried to body the man and lost the ball. That ball went across. Kobe was covering the player. Ahmad running with the player. I mean, if he got touch, he could have do better. But that ball left went in again straight through. It run past Heaven and Martinez and all was sleeping and the man just collect the ball, turn and shoot by. It was like we backline was just like a line, like cones. Just stand up there and men were just picking out our pass. That's how it was.
To me, that be backline every game.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
That's be backline every, but we just concede every game. That's be backline, and we don't. Most of the goals we concede whole season doesn't be goals where you could say, "Oh gosh, boy, that team deserved that goal. The work for that goal." Then we just give men open invitation to score on us whole season.
Correct. It's too easy to score on Man United.
It's too easy, Dan. It's too easy, and it's not. This isn't happening today. It didn't happen in the game before. The game before that, it is whole season.
Nah, but I am telling you, from watching the games, goals come from set pieces or a man coming in and crossing that ball. And I talk about goals was coming through the center today, dog. That don't happen. So it was too easy. Like I was pissed off. It was too easy. I never see we concede goal like that this season. It meant to go down the line and cross. Nah, not so easy, Chef.
So then if we're not conceding goals like that whole season, why then are the the conversation surrounding Manchester United is constantly about a centre midfielder.
No, but Chef, it is.
Hey. Answer me that question. If we not conceding goals, because I don't know what Manchester you watching. I watching the Manchester same team conceding them goals whole season. Me and saying Delete or Maguire doesn't put in the little tackles and things. All I saying is I don't care who they put. But is the same one?
But
If I could come in the middle here, because I see the point that you're making, Christian, but also seeing what Chef's saying. Because the thing about it is what you saw today, Christian, was chances being converted, right? But what has happened on a regular is we always getting it coming through. It's coming through the middle.
If the Maguire get beat, they'll get beat high up the pitch. I am talking about these men in we box dog, we defending and a ball coming into
the point I'm making, Christian, the point I'm trying to make to you is that yes, you're right, but the chances don't get converted. Shots is I see players take shots with the little Maguire there. Players getting off shots, they're coming through the middle of the park, going through no Cunha, no Casemiro, no Bruno. They have acres of space and they're taking shots.
Yeah, but
the shots not converted. They're not converted.
Right,
the chances.
but
Today,
Maguire them probably positioning themselves to get block sign because one of the person who is with the block signing is Dylan. I am talking about these men collect the ball where they turn and it have nobody blocking them. They just collect the ball, turn and shoot and score. That is how the goals scored today. Go back and watch them goals. It had nobody to block.
The goal that we consider against Spurs, that was what kind of goal that was?
That was a turn. That was a turn. But here, the goal that we conceived against Spurs. Don't get me wrong, it was Delete fault, but Delete was still one of our best players that same game.
No, but the point is, it was a goal where a player hold the ball in the box, turn and shoot and score.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right. So the point.
What part of the box?
What
part of the box?
That goal, right, where they score. One was from a corner and it falls to a man. He collect on top of the box and he turn and shoot. And the next one come from on the wing. I am talking about this ball coming to the center now, and this man just collecting and turning and shooting and scoring.
Right. So the point I'm making, I understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is it's because teams have been always walking through our midfield. Right? When Maguire and Delete there, perhaps the chances, because the teams have been taking shots, it's been saved. They have been seeing enough space to shoot a goal from the middle of the park after the walls through our midfield. Oftentimes they'll go wide. But I've seen where teams go through the middle of our park and take shots at our goal. Today, they converted because perhaps, the defense was, as Jerome was saying, inexperienced, as you was alluding to, men was poor today. But don't tell me that you put the little Maguire in there and we ain't gonna be getting no shots or nothing gonna be coming.
No, I'm not saying we getting no shots. Yeah. I'm just saying the goals we concede, I find was too easy. It was too easy. As in, what I'm saying, a man get the ball and dribble, but he literally get the ball and when he turn, it's just he and the goal. Shoot past the keeper and score. It wasn't where a man could put in a block or anything. Right.
Jody here saying, I don't know who does frustrate me more, all your oh God. Hey, watch now. All your Jody does talk, but Jody's a bona fide all United man, so don't let him fool all what I said to talk, eh? All right. Kurt on the inside, the night man. He's saying, what a game. Kurt is a neutral. What a game you're talking about? Really thought we won.
Kurt is a jack, so I ain't even going to answer. He just already not.
Really thought we won it 4-3, Nobody.
Kurt is the same one last night. Last week when this shitong Sam Johnston was in goal and he come talking about, hey, old Manchester player boy, he having a good game. He's a decent keeper, that big shit snake.
But I'll tell you something, based on what you would have swear. Who scored the fourth goal? Not Cunha?
Yeah.
You have to at that time in the game, right? The 79th minute, the 80th.
Manage the game now.
You gotta think that that's the winner.
Manage the game now. Manage the game now.
Yeah, how are you gonna score in the 79th minute and not win the game all year?
Because it's Manchester United FC.
Oh God, man.
That me never does feel sick. I don't know about all you. I tell you, until 90 minutes blow, I never does be comfortable with this team. And I swear it get worse under Amarin. I always feel we could lose a game.
He's saying here, Amorim going to push Shaw up and put Martinez in the left back.
He left for the
The
tree.
left centre back. The left centre back.
Left centre back.
Shaw
I don't
can't
mind
play
that.
left wing back. He will dead. Right? He's saying here, those two guys, Dalo and Dogu, gives you only half a game. Either okay going forward, but horrible defending, never a complete game. Boy, could say here, Dogu have to learn to cross proper. I would admit he is a foul magnet though. I find Dogu is a ball magnet. Dogu's come on
He's
and
a
just get
ball
all
magnet.
the ball, boy.
The ball
Just
is
get all
fun.
the ball, boy.
Hey, he just getting all these sweet positions that you want a full, you want a attacking wherever you call him centre back, not centre back, full back to be. The ball is fall to him, and that man so have no composure because you know when he played for the national team, he gonna score them chances. I just be like, oh God, but when you put on that Manchester colours, like you just turn into, oh gosh, boy, jeez.
No, but when Dalo played left wing back today, right? But Mount is such a
Mount wasn't supposed to come off today, you know.
yeah, Mount IQ so good. He just position himself. I tell you, Dalo break away 1 or 2 times high up that pitch and he put in some good cross on the guys because of Mount position. And when Cunha went in that left wing, Cunha was just taking a ball and running up on her.
Me and I to tell all you, and I don't care. I've seen it. It's real hard to drop Mount from this team right now, you know.
But Mount, when you look at Mount without the ball,
confidence right now is on 10, eh?
And he playing
Robert,
he playing smart football as well.
Smart football.
smart football, very smart football.
I think the thing with Amorim is Amorim trying to protect Mount in terms of that overload now, boy. And there's one game a week, he'd probably know the extent of Mount injury.
No, and I get it. I get
But
it.
if it was up to me, I think Mount was playing out this game, and perhaps Mbumo was coming off first.
Yeah, for
You know?
sure.
I was taking off Mbeumo first.
No, but it had times in the first half. Mount, the man, so sensible. He win that ball off when they pass on that ball, and he made a good pass, and then man just fumble it, and Casemiro get it, and he shoot.
Mount, a fit Mount, and this is what we were talking about since last season. A fit Mount had to be an asset to any team.
The man good, he sensible boy.
There's only Ream that didn't like Mount.
No, Nico too. Nico couldn't stand Mount. Probably still couldn't say he don't like him.
No, but the thing about it for me, right? You do the right things, you're grown man, we could be friends. That is all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
See, and it's the same thing I would say for Amorim.
No, that's a Dorgu.
And it's the same thing for Dorgu, the same thing for Amorim for me. You do the right things, we could be friends. You do
But
the wrong thing,
I think I give Amarin more leeway than I give any other manager who come to Manchester United since.
Yeah, well,
I already tried. And here's the thing, eh? Every other manager gave us a little manager bounce, give us some kind of glimmer. Amarin ain't giving nothing, so you know, just pretty talk with the press. Nothing.
We had a suffer.
Yeah,
that is thing when we had Ole, we come in second and third. We curling.
But you see, Christian, the thing about it, right? We had standards now, boy, and it's just the standard just keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping.
No,
you remember when we had a midfield of Matic, Herrera, and Pogba, and we are still frustrated with that?
Yeah.
So
what I'm saying is, at the start of this season, after the last season, I show everybody in this podcast, when they ask me expectation, men say 10th, men say 9th.
Still earlier?
No,
I just saying. You feel that change?
I just saying, if I come and tell you, hey, Man U would I be in 6th position, they're close to 3 top 4, they beat Liverpool at Anfield, and it's December that they was taking it.
Yeah, we was taking
it. Keep that same energy a month from now after with African Nations Cup and them players. Keep that talking there.
I hope you still around after Christmas here. Don't disappear.
Because,
I'm just
because
saying.
that six could easily be 16th, eh?
Nobody
No,
tell
I-
about it, right?
I'm
Alia,
just saying.
Alia, take this into consideration, right? Last season, under the same manager, when we had the injuries to Ahmad, and I can't remember who again, and the manager had to find a way to. No, that was before Xerxes. Right, and the manager had to find a way, and that's when he bring in Xerxes in the 10, and that's when the team actually started to perform. So I am just suspecting here, Alia, perhaps under this order where the manager had to actually now play to suit his players. Considering the situation, we might actually see some decent football. We might actually get some shock results. Let me see. Because that's what happened last season. No, but what I'm saying, Phil, that's what happened last season, you know. We wasn't expecting to go on that run last season after we lost Ahmad and he bringing Xerxes in the 10 and we start to look better and we start to win games. You understand? So let me see.
But my whole
Peter,
thing with Amorim, right? Last season, we was garbage. We wasn't creating nothing. You're actually seeing we creating and we throwing away and think. We defense and the midfield is still conceding, but you still see an improvement from last season. As in last season, we used to have one chance something in our game and thing, and this season we created so much more. We just not scoring. We're one of the highest scoring teams this season. Last season we wasn't.
But you see, anyway, I ain't gonna be
No,
done.
but
I just saying that perhaps, Tristan, that is as a result of the quality of players you're
right,
bringing.
the qualities, but that's not
more than
we
a
gonna say
system
Dalot,
that's sustainable for them to actually flourish.
So
Go ahead.
you think we can play better football now that these men going to AFCON?
No, I think the team might set up to suit the players a little bit more than before. So I think the manager might actually look at a 3 in the midfield as opposed to 2. You know, I think
I'll tell you something about Reem, eh? Reem is a happily married man with a good woman, you know. Reem is a forever optimist, you know. Reem life good, you know. Reem ain't know about disappointment and heartache, you know. The only heartache he does get is Manchester United, you know. So you see all that Roses talk, Reem talking there? That's because he like nice, you know.
No, but wait.
I expect we to get some. I expect we to look so.
I'm just trying to be positive
what he's saying
in this
could be
circumstance.
true now because with this ball, Amorim misprofiling players and thing, right? But it's just basically he and by them players, right? When he come to and he putting them in a position where he want them to plan and not playing, not he misprofiling. He putting them in a position and they can't play it. When he actually get players who could play that position, you might see better.
What?
Boy, I swear the man on the left side of the paddle to make my head hurting me, boy.
What?
No. The point I'm making, guys, and hear me out. The point I'm making, and it's I agree, it is a bit of an optimistic view, right? But what I'm saying is last season, when we were expecting things to fall flat, the manager started to do some creative things in terms of the team and where he was playing players. He played Kobe in the 10, he played Xerxes in the 10, you know, he had Hoyland running off the 2 of them. He did some things and the team was actually playing good. The team was actually looking good and getting results. That's the point I'm making, because his back was against a wall and he just had to use what we have. So what I'm saying now,
Amorim's back is not against the wall.
No, but what I'm saying,
you got 2, and you said you man got 2 more years here, Reem.
No, but all right. But the point I'm making is with the players that he'll have available now, he wouldn't have Ahmad, he wouldn't have Mars, he wouldn't have Mbumo, right? So I am saying that the manager might sit down and look at his team now and say, well, you know what, we had to do something that will help these players. Trying to get a next player to do Mbumo things, or trying to get a next player to do Ahmad things, may not be sensible with the skill sets of these players. So I might have to just go a little more direct. Let me put a winger, let me put Dalot on the right line, crossing balls for Sesko. Let me put Dogo on the left, etc. Like you are saying, you know, it could work and we could sit down and say, hey, boy, Amorim already had these fellas performing.
I kind of disagree with you is because I think Amorim knew from months that AFCON was coming, right? So he could at least prep some of these players to play in the positions that
which we have been seeing. Which
Yeah,
we
but
have been
but
seeing.
he has not been doing that, earlier.
Right, he has
If you
this. So where you get this positive
No,
vibes
but
from?
No,
But-
but I do that because of what I saw last season. That's what I said.
no, but my point is, right, okay, last
I
season
know you're
when
laughing for.
last season when we was playing and lost and anything in the league, right, is because we was focusing on Europa and
No,
he
but
was
I talked
playing
about
the
even
youth.
before that.
No, but he was playing the youth and thing. Chido, Amas, all of them was playing because men was getting injured, he was focusing on Europa, right? To try and win the Europa, right? And men was getting in, but this season he under pressure to win. He ain't going to try anything. Remember, we ain't there in training, we ain't thinking he ain't going to try something and he going with what he know.
So then why we had a back four today, Christian?
But we start off with the formation. The formation was interchanging as we go along. But that's what I said. He playing to win, and the thing he playing.
I think
he experimenting.
I think asking and whoever left to do what Ahmad doing or to do what Mbumo doing will be foolish. So it's different players and different profiles to put in those positions. So it's only sensible to do different things. That's all I'm saying, right? Let me just get some comments. So Peter on the inside, good night, man. He's saying, well, not so good night, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we know what you mean, man. All right. Jody saying, here come January, we'll be top 3. So me taking on Aliana. Top 3, yes. Jody, good we. Kurt saying here, say what you want about Casemiro, right? Yes, he get yellow carded a lot, but man does sacrifice giving up easy goals for the team. It's unfortunate that he do that for the team and they come and concede on that free kick. Real unfortunate. Right?
So really and truly, he didn't really achieve that.
Well, it's not his fault, but he do it the intent.
Nah,
I could see the intent.
I think the keeper he jumped. With he jump.
Brother man, that wall was abject shit. It went straight through the wall. The keeper not expect the wall is supposed to cover that part. That you can't put that on no keeper, but he jumped. Of course he jumped. He's not a statue.
No.
The point of a keeper is you're supposed to be bouncing on your toes.
Yeah, but chef, he dived before the ball bounced. As in when he shot come, he dive one time. That bounce beat him, man. If he stand up and then, when the ball bounce and dive, you're saving it.
If that wall had stand up, that ball was going through there.
Nah. It's Cunha breaks and it's Cunha.
If that wall, God, you're a politician or what? It's a simple question. If that wall did stand up, that ball was going through there?
No, but chef, the stand up is
Oh,
he kick it.
God, boy, wait.
He kick it.
That is a simple question, Jay.
It's at a space. It's at a space between Bruno. It's at a space between Bruno and Cunha.
That's where he hit it. The wall stand up.
Dog, the wall is supposed to protect there. That's how you just set up a wall. That's why you have a wall there. That's why you have players there. And that's why the keeper with free kicks, the keeper does pick a corner to protect, and his wall is supposed to guard him there. He not expecting that these dummies and them going and let that ball go straight through them like, man.
Nah, but what I am saying, chef, he dived before the ball bounced and it bounced to beat him.
Guys, we could stay going back and forth on this a lot, right? Well, let me just go through the comments because I have one more thing I want us to talk about, right?
Right.
Jerome saying here we're much better with the lip. Men still have VAPs, but we're much better, right? Kurt saying here too many of the goals we concede comes from the middle without a proper midfielder tracking back. I just be amazed when I see Wharton, Anderson, Caicedo operating in the middle, right? All right. Jerome responding to Kurt, if we ever get a center midfielder again, we will be a proper team. Play Bruno 10 or sell him, but he can't continue another season in center mid. All right. The Ishan 7. All right, thanks for joining, man. He said defense today was too inexperienced. All right. Jerome saying after our thoughts, not a player out there says let's pass the ball around at the back. This was the same under Ten Hag.
Manage the game. We still want to attack. Manage the game now, boy.
Yeah. Jody try to, but okay, I don't know what I mean. Jerome saying here we have to manage Monk minutes still, but he is our smartest player. All right. Jerome saying he don't like Monk either, but we know it has some bit of sarcasm in that, right? Simeon here, Chef, no, back in the day with Fergie, even when we playing bad, we know we're going to win. Now is the complete opposite. We're looking good, like we go score, but you know the same way we go mess it up.
Dan, I never be comfortable watching this team. Like I can't tell you last time I sit down and say, you know what? We lead it. We could see out this game. No, not this team. And definitely not under this manager.
But all the kind of goals with the score to buy, we just throw it easy and score some mad goal by. The one they expect we not to score is the one we score in an easy chance where we open and then try now by. That's fret me.
Overthinking it. Jerome saying here we realize Amorim only there 13 months, right? Barely a year. Kurt saying dog that Cunha play where he came out from the fence on the line before phone was class. All right. Surin Chaitu on the inside. Thanks for joining. When you score goals, you have to be able to defend to win, but not this Man United team. When Mbumo, Ahmad, and Mazwari leave for AFCON, tell me where we heading. All right, I'm Jody saying third place. Hey, Jody, real trolling in that comment section. Right? Kurt saying here he had won all games, we had drawn or lost. We would have been very close up to the top, right? If we had won those games, right? If and buts, right? Yeah, all right. So them having a conversation there. All right. So
no, but I think after Villa, the games recycle. I think we playing Wolves first in January or something.
January?
We playing Wolves like next 2 games or something.
Okay.
And I think Chelsea has some hard fixtures coming up. Chelsea had to play City, they had to play Villa, and had to play somebody else.
Chelsea have a proper team. Don't bother them.
All right. So saying here, Reem, keep dreaming, not with this United team. All right, and that was my little optimism. Yes, all right. Jody saying, Christian, he's not under any pressure, but you only need to dive deeper into the club to get the real direction. Although Jody's been in a board meeting, so let's say yes, Karim does always say Amorim stubborn. Amorim bury them youth players in the presser to make a point. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that today, but time against me. All right. Kurt saying here, last comment, that wall was not properly placed. The ball went around the wall and not through Chef. Right? And Lamens was too much to his left. Right? It had a space between Bruno and Cunha, and that is where he put the ball. So
no, but if you watch the game, right, when that goal scored, they show back the replay and the commentators point out he died before the ball bounced, and the bounce will beat him. If he did holy ground and wait for the ball to bounce, he'd have saved it because he'd have get across now.
I don't know. I just find like the wall in that space
wall,
when people
the wall supposed to do better.
Right. So when people move it, when they have so much movement past and that ball coming so quick, your reaction time had to be so on point. I don't know. That's what the wall was supposed to do the job. Like that's me.
Yeah, the wall was to do the job, but he could have saved it if he remain and then die.
I hear you about it. Could say him Mbumo disappoint me today, but simple chances to the man could have put away and overthink it. Yeah, but anyway, guys, so earlier we how do you all think we're gonna fare without Mbumo, Maz and Ahmad? Right? And who else think we're gonna miss the most? Who we missing the most, fans?
Ahmad, Mbumo last 3-4 games was poor.
Probably Ahmad. I would say Mbumo, you know. I'm thinking
I think Mbumo.
I would think Mbumo.
Biggest
because even though he's been shit last few games, he's still the work rate and
that pace runs. Yes, So
I'll say Mbumo.
No, I still think it's Ahmad.
Go ahead, Christian.
No, I think it's Ahmad because as good as Mbumo is, Ahmad is the one who does link with him and he's the one who does attack and find them fellas now, boy. Mbumo keep position and nothing good, but I think you could see in the last few games, MMO and score and thing, and Ahmad was the more threat.
I don't know.
And-
I just think as bad as comment section, you all could jump in on this one. I just think Mbumo has not been good in front of goal, but as Chef was saying, you see that man off the ball runs. You know, he just popping up. He quick. I think that man has the chances he missing. He always finding himself in the positions to get them chances. You don't see other players getting in them spaces.
No, but okay, if they could put Bruno to play there or play Mount on that side and Cunha on the left with Sesko and striker, right?
But I still don't think the kind
right
of threat. But I still don't think the kind of threat that Mbumo poses.
Bruno does look terrible. Bruno does look terrible playing up wide right. That
No,
never.
that's it. Whoever they put there go still be a threat, but who going right back is not really going to do what Ahmad doing now. But Ahmad is our main man on the right side. You can see when he played that position how poor we just be.
I don't know. Even on top of that, I just find Mbumo just deceptively quick. I think he could be the biggest miss. But I hear you, Ahmad has been really, really good lately. But something about what Mbumo does add to our front line, I think. Phil, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree. I'm torn between Mbumo and Ahmad, but I mean, in the last couple of games, both of their decision making has not been that good. But I would slightly say I would miss Mbumo more because of the work rate and the ability to be physical and link up play and what's not, right? But I'm quite curious to see what Amorim does now that these two players that we relied on for the entire season are no longer with us for the next 6 weeks, right? So I'm quite curious to see what Amorim going to do.
Next game is Villa too.
That kind of run there, boy.
That's a long
kind of run.
No, but this United side go be the side to beat Villa to make them not get 10 games.
That game playing Old Trafford or Villa Park.
It matter.
Oh Lord, Krista, no man, don't say that.
No, but no, what I said, that's how United is, and United go show up in that game and beat Villa, because Villa on a 9-game win straight. We go show up and beat them.
If we beat Villa, Marie met the horse in that's for sure.
No, but this United side is unpredictable.
No, very, very. You can't tell me again. Kurt saying here we go miss Mbumo the most. Right, Jody saying here because you're mad. You have seen the connection Mbumo and Cunha starting to build. Right. Kurt saying here second Maz. When he plays, he's such an intelligent player. Right. Eric saying here we'll miss Mbumo the most. He's the only one who can run in behind. Akira on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying Mbumo pace and work rate and link up play will be missed. I hope Kobe can get a run in the team when these players leave for AFCON. Right. Jody saying here the front three will be Mount, Cunha, and Sesko. Jody, Shaw, Bruno, Casemiro, and Dalot. Right. And Martinez, Heaven, and Euro. So I guess Jody with all the inside information, Amarin probably telling that. Right. Fellas, I want to just indulge you for one more thing. Right. One more thing. I know we kind of over time.
Yeah, please. I have to go back and look.
This is Kobe Mino, brother.
Oh, that was his brother?
Yeah, that's Kobe, brother. Right.
Wow.
Now,
Is that one child or?
Now, earlier, Kobe, I was on Kobe's side for plenty times, right? But I don't agree with it. I don't know what the thoughts is. Right, I think we taking it too far.
I saw the picture. I didn't realize it was his brother. No, I don't read them things. It's the same thing we was on Garnacho case for.
Exactly.
So I don't read them things.
Exactly. You can't vex with Garnacho and Rashford for their brothers doing, that nonsense, and then you don't have a problem with when Kobe brother.
I don't read right or wrong, and with personal feelings aside, I don't read them things.
Yeah,
Phil?
that whatever happening between Kobe and the manager stay between Kobe and the manager. You don't want to get family members involved. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much time we see family members and get yourself involved, and it never will. It never turned out to be a positive thing.
Guys in this new age, we don't see them things. Never used to see them things. People used to know the place.
It kind of spinning the thing into making Kobe the while Kobe had he had the fan base starting to back him, the media, the legends at the club backing him. Then when you do things like this, I'm not saying that he behind it. I don't know. But you have to talk to your family and say, big man, no.
Same thing we say about Garnacho. We didn't know if he was behind somebody dotishness. He family and them used to brother and them used to do. But as Reem said, we can't be on Garnacho case for the behavior of his family, because at the end of the day, you is the boss. Is everybody is everybody's answers to you. So for men, I could never ever believe men family just go and do things just so and then consult them first. I don't believe that.
Yeah. And even if, let me say, your brother do that of his own will, then you are to come and you are
to pull him up.
Yeah, you are to squash that.
You have to come, because the question's going to come. You have to come and say, I spoke to my brother about that and apologize and move on. That's not good luck.
Yeah, no man. And I know, man, as much as I like Kobe, I can't support that, because at the end of the day, yes, the club come first, but we still operate with a certain level of professionalism now.
Yeah. I agree.
No, but the thing about it too, as Kobe, a good youth, but he ain't no world star that the manager benching, and if he play, we go win and things. So at the end of the day, if the manager ain't choosing to pick him, your family members are not supposed to react like that.
I want to go there, right? Because
no, but it's true. He's not a world star.
That's a plenty to think, and I really want to go.
I ain't taking that beat. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that.
At the end of the day, Christian. No. At the end of the day, Christian, we're talking about a player that his trajectory after the Euros and after the FA Cup was very high, and all of a sudden, the man. No, listen. I don't have a problem. And as I always say, I don't have a problem if a manager came in and said, "Well, Theo, good. My first two is these two, but I like your profile. You have this to work on, but I will give you the opportunity to come into the team. And every game, ever so often, every game you give him a half an hour. You start him a game. You rest him a game. You manage him better. But to completely leave him out for the length of time that he's been left out and then give him 5 minutes to hit, and I don't agree with it, right? But again, that's not the conversation that I want to have. It was just really to talk about this, because we pull up on other players' faith. And as much as I support Kobe in terms of, I don't agree with how the manager dealing with the matter, right? I can't support what he getting on with, if he behind it or if he brother or whoever. I can't support that. So that's all the points. That's all that I really wanted to talk on, because we could go back and forth on how you see Kobe, how I see Kobe, how Amorim treating with it. We could go back and forth on that. All right. Jody's saying here, you see that pick Reem, that is Sancho, Garnacho, and Rashford all over again. Exactly. And I can't support that. I can't support that.
And hence the reason we can't support that, because at the end of the day, we just always say we're Manchester United fans first.
Yeah. Right, Jody saying here, may need to come out and bury this ASAP, and I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen.
Agreed, totally.
All right, Kurt saying here, Kobe is not a 200K a week player. I see the crowd get hype whenever Kobe comes on, but come on, again, there's not no further conversation, right, Alia?
What that's Reem, anyhow,
yeah. So, guys, I think that brings us to the end of the pod. Right, Aston Villa. When we play Villa, will be our next Monday game?
20th, I think.
20th. All right, Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Villa on Saturday, guys.
I know we're playing Boxing Day, and they say before Christmas. I think the game is played on the 20th. I'm not sure, but within that week.
I know we playing Boxing.
Okay.
I think we're the only game on Boxing Day. Boxing Day only have one game.
Okay,
One game. They change up that one Boxing Day could have sit down and watch football whole day. One game alone at a time.
Yeah, that is wickedness, boy. The real
Yeah.
do we dirty there, boy.
Who we play
Eric-
Boxing Day?
Leeds.
Leeds. Cool, and Leeds running, but that's an energy team. you know.
Leeds in a form.
Leeds is a real energy team, boy. Hey. Erickson here agreed, but he still deserves more playing time. Sunday is the game. Sunday, the 20th is Saturday. Good.
No, well, then the 21st then.
Is the 21st? Okay.
Yeah.
Jody saying here, well, Ruben said may not get a lot of opportunity last year in his presser. Ruben say a lot of nonsense in the presser too. All right. Sunday, not Saturday. All right, great. So, guys, we will be here again on Sunday to review the Villa game. Let me hope. Right? Hope. I ain't say no more. All right. So, guys, thanks again for your time. Phil, Chef, Kristen, got those in the comments, the likes, the shares, you all still like up the thing, Don't forget. We're going to be here again. Looking forward to meeting with all the fellas next week. Have a good one.
Blessings, everybody.
Yeah.